Hey, creative writing gang. Hopefully I didn't blast yours out when I said that. I'm excited. We are starting Module 2, and what's really cool about it is I'm going to get to see some of your own writing beyond just the analysis, which is important as we're learning about creative writing and things that go into it. And especially, I'm going to be looking for stuff when you write your personal narrative that we talked about. So stuff like dialogue, how you set that up, and analysis. Very important things to have in your personal narratives. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But excited here. We just wrapped up Module 1 and we are now into Module 2. The lessons in Module 1 are now closed, so you can't do that anymore. But some very cool stuff that's going to be happening this week. So let's jump over to the module. So we are now on week 2. Module 2, weeks 3 and 4, and we are ready to go. So a couple of things. Let me jump up to the top of the course. Remember, you can always ask me a question in the Creative Writing Cafe. And so if you want to do that, you can message me and remind, as many of you have done, when you've had questions. So very excited about those of you that have been interacting with me in that way. So let's take a look at the overview of Module 2, the introduction. If you go up here to the Module 2 introduction, you'll see that there are really only 2 lessons in this module. Day 3, so Wednesday, you should have lesson 1 done, where you're kind of writing an analysis of a narrative, so you have up till then to get it done. Lesson 2 is due on Saturday. So if you want to get that done before that, you don't want to work on Saturday, that's fine, because this is kind of an online course. The due dates are kind of whenever. The real date that you want to be aiming for, and we built some time into this current week, is the personal narrative workshop. What we built into this module is throughout this week, there's only 2 lessons. Why? Well, you should be writing your personal narrative. And so personal narratives are due on Monday when you're going to submit them to your workshop. I'll talk more about the workshop as we get closer to the time, but here's what you need to be writing. Let's take a look at the requirements for that personal narrative, because I feel like the lessons can carry themselves, etc. So if you go down to personal narrative workshop, there's 2 groups. So I split you into 2 groups, so you don't need to read everyone's. So you'll see that the names of the people in group 1 are right here, right? And then you'll say here, this is kind of what you need to do. So you're focused on just step 1. There are 3 parts or 3 steps. First is to submit a draft of your personal narrative by pasting it into the form below for your group. It's due by Monday. Keep an original of your draft off Moodle. You need to keep that original unaltered version. Going to be crucial for when you do the final portfolio for this course. And I say that and people always forget. Please don't forget though. Don't be that person. The next thing is you're going to choose a person, place, or object that holds special significance to you. You want to, again, use sensory details that you associate with that person, place, or object, and you're going to brainstorm it. Then you're going to choose a specific snapshot moment to focus on. You're going to tell me about why that person, place, event was important to you, and etc. And then you're going to experience that moment again in your mind, and you're going to write a narrative framed around or based upon that person, place, and event. Important thing when you're writing a personal narrative, you will probably not remember the exact words you spoke or said to other people or that they said to you, but you want to capture the intent of that through dialogue. And you want to create an overall dominant impression or message or theme that you convey with the piece. The emphasis of this piece is on the power of the story and the description. So you want to make sure that you do that. The rest you can kind of read, but that's kind of where you're headed this week. And I'm so excited to be reading your personal narratives and seeing what you kind of share. All right. I believe that is about it.